This tutorial is going to walk you through, as a student, how to navigate Microsoft Teams. When you first enter Microsoft Teams, you'll see all your teams listed. You may also hide some teams, so if you've chosen to hide teams, you'll see this hidden teams at the bottom. And if you click it, then all your other teams will show up. This is a great place for clubs, for older classes, anything that you're not currently using and that you want to be out of the way, you can hide it. And you can do that by clicking the dots of 3 for more options and clicking hide. But once you have the team that you want, then you can click it and it will open up for that class. So everything within this team is specific to this class and this teacher. So just to review some of the features here, on the left are all of your channels. Now, different teachers may set this up in different ways. So you might see different topics, chapters, weeks, projects. That will depend on the teacher. You will also find that you can maneuver these channels if there's just too many at once or if you're not seeing them all. So notice on here, there are some that we might be done with. So if we are done with the unit of Great Depression and I want that out of the way so it's not distracting, I can click the dots of 3 and hide that channel, just like I hid the teams on the previous page. So I can do that with any of the old channels that I don't necessarily need to be in my way anymore. Similarly, if your teacher pushes out a channel, it might end up in the hidden channels on accident. So if you see there is a missing channel or your teacher is telling you there's a channel but you don't see it, always check the hidden channels option. If you click on it, you can see all of the channels available, and I can see that there are ones that are in bold and there are ones that are not. The ones that are bold are channels that I have not gone into yet. So I can, for example, click Roosevelt's presidency and click show, and that will move that channel back up to my main channels so that I can check it out. The bold channels are also channels that have been updated with new information. So if you have a channel that's hidden, that's bold, you may want to move that to your main page of channels so that you continue seeing those updates. Again, if it's an old channel that has is no longer being used, then you could hide it. So those are the channels over here. Each channel is going to be similar in the fact that it has posts, files, a place for notes, and then it might have other tabs as well. For example, this one has Edpuzzle and one more. So you have to click that one more or two more to see those other options. Okay, but the general channel will also have the posts and files, but it will also have a place for a class notebook, should your class have one, your assignments. So you'll see all the assignments that you have been given by your teacher, their points, their due date, if they're past due like these are for me, as well as the completed assignments. So you'll always know what assignments you have to do still and what assignments you have already completed. If you would like to see your grades, simply click on the grades icon, and all the grades for all the assignments will show up at once in one easy to read screen. And you'll also be able to see which ones you've not turned in, which ones were turned in late, which ones have been returned with feedback, and so on. So if I want to see feedback on an assignment, I can go to that assignment and I would see feedback on this page should I have gotten any. If I want to edit an assignment and return in, if my teacher has given me that option, Same thing, I can go to a completed assignment and hit the undo turn in button, continue working, fix any mistakes, and then hit that turn in button again to turn it back into my teacher. As I mentioned before, each channel has an area for posts. The posts within a team will go out to the entire class, so everyone will be able to see whatever message that you send out. There may be channels where the teacher has turned off the conversation, but should the post be available, you would be able to start typing at the bottom. So if I go into a different class, I would be able to then start a new conversation. And if I wanted to tag somebody, I could. So if I want to make sure that my teacher gets this message, I can put the @ symbol there and start typing her name. Or I can tag the whole team. So whoever you tag in this post will get a notification. If it's a message that is going out for everybody, you can simply send it out as is. Likewise, if your teacher is asking you a question as part of the post, let's go to another team. If your teacher wants you to reply to a post, we do not want to use the start a new conversation. We want to reply to the conversation that's already started. So if I see the original post at the top, I can read what's there, making sure that I click the see more so that I see the whole message. And then I want to hit reply. This is going to allow me to reply to the conversation that's already been started, and everything can stay together. You'll notice that you only have one little space to type in. However, if you hit the A with the little pencil format icon, then you get a larger screen and you have more options to format your writing. You can change the font, add bullet points, add a numbered list, etc. You can also attach files or links to your response if you're sharing resources or articles that you found that match what you're learning. So this is the general overview of Teams from a student perspective for the specific class. However, you may also want to notice that there are other features on the left as well. The other features are very handy to use, but are not class specific. So your activity is going to show you any new assignments that have been added for you in your classes. The chat will allow you to have one-on-one conversations or group conversations with other teachers. So instead of having to type a message to your teacher in the team that everybody can see, you can message your teacher privately so you can ask them a question and simply start typing their name. Once their name is in, then you can start sending a message. You'll have your Teams button that will always bring you back to all of your teams. And then you'll also have an area that you can see all of your assignments at once, see files, and make a call. So if you are video chatting with your class or with a teacher, you can hit the call option and you will see an area where you can start making calls, and it's very similar to having a chat. So if I want to make a call, I simply make a call, type in the teacher's name, and then I can choose a video call or an audio call. If I want to chat with another teacher as well, I can put their name in too. And whoever names that I put in here will be included into a group call. So again, this is the main page of Teams. You can find your classes, you can chat with your teachers through typing or through video chat, and you can always find new activity by clicking Activity.